Hey guys, welcome back and happy Thursday. All right, guys, well, we're back to talk about some Vanderpump Rules news because it sounds like Randall Emmett allegedly tackled Lala Kent, which would make this technically a domestic violence, right? Do I have that right? Over a confrontation about him cheating. Well, page 6 is the one who's talking about this. So we're going to break it all down. But before we jump in, you guys know how this works. If you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like Lala Kent is now making new claims about Randall Emmett putting his hands on her, and not in the kind of way where you make a baby, okay? She's claiming that he actually tackled and pushed her to the ground when she confronted him about cheating on her back in October of 2021. 2021. This is actually, I'm not even laughing about this. These are some intense claims, especially because he's a big guy and she is a small woman. I know Lala. I've met Lala. I've worked with Lala. She's not big. She's tiny. And I've met Randall. He's not as tiny. He's a bigger guy. I'm not calling him a fat guy or anything like that. I'm saying he's bigger than her. I just wanted to clarify where I was going with that. Anyways, she claimed that the alleged attack occurred when she attempted to grab his phone to look at pictures of him with other women, okay? And she said in a bombshell expose that was published today, she said, I tried to literally grab his phone when she attempted to grab his phone to look for pictures of other women. He ran after me, he tackled me, and he knocked me to the ground. Oh, and she said she tried everything she could. She put all of her strength in it in order to get him off of her. And she said that he was putting all of his strength into prying his phone from her hands. Now, she said that's when I was pretty sure. She's like, I knew for sure that he was hiding a lot. Okay. Now, the outlet noted that 5 people confirmed that Lala Kent had told them about the tackle. Randall Emmett, who was also accused of fraud and propositioning people for sex in this piece, denied his ex's allegations. So he's saying Lala Kent is making this up. Now, his team also gave the publication a statement from their longtime nanny, Isabel Morales, who alleged that neither of them were on the ground during the incident. My question is the nanny still working for him? Because she could have easily said, and I'm not saying that he's telling the truth or she's telling the truth. We don't know. We weren't in the house. We don't know who got tackled to the ground or if anybody was on the ground at all. We know that Lala Kent is claiming it. She's claiming that there are, other people that she told about this. And his nanny is saying that, well, she witnessed it and that's not what happened. But I do want to know, before we take the nanny's word for it, is the nanny still on the payroll? I witnessed Randall and Lala fighting over his phone. This is what she said, and the only physical interaction I saw was Randall taking back his phone from Lala. But how were you taking back the phone? Were you holding her to the ground? Were you guys tackling her? That's a big statement. That's a big accusation. Now, we know that she shares her 1-year-old daughter, Ocean, with Randall Emmett, and she previously detailed the fallout from their split, alleging that Randall Emmett did not let her leave the house with their toddler for 12 days. What? So now she's saying she was held captive? He would threaten to call the police on me if I didn't return her, and he would give me time periods that I could take her. No, I would have been out of that house too. Would not let her leave for 12 days? I don't think he knew I was leaving. This is what she's saying. And she said the whole experience was horrific. I think he needed to regain control over me. Emmett also denied the claims on SiriusXM's Jeff Lewis Live, with his rep telling page 6, these claims are completely fabricated, and it's disappointing that Lala continues to make up stories 8 months after their breakup. The former couple, obviously, we know they met in 2015 when the producer was allegedly separated from his now ex-wife, Amber Childers, and he shares 2 daughters with her. Now, since then, Lala Kent has gone on and she's mostly talked about the cheating. She also said that at one point he was threatening to call the cops if she left the house with their daughter. That's not new information. The new information here would be the potential domestic violence if he did in fact tackle her and throw her to the ground. My question is, unless she just didn't want to put him in jeopardy of his job, or if she didn't want her daughter to grow up seeing that this came out and played out in headlines and he went to jail. Why wouldn't you call the police if he tackled you and threw you to the ground? But also, I'm not discrediting her story, because there are a lot of people, men and women, who get into physical altercations with their, their spouse or their partner, and they don't call the police. So really, it goes back to she has people who are saying that she shared this story with her. There were only 3 people in the house that we know of at this point, aside from baby Ocean, maybe, I don't know, or maybe even his kids, we don't know. 3 people who allegedly were involved or witnessing this event. It would be the longtime nanny, Randall Emmett, and Lala Kent. So if the longtime nanny is still working for Randall, if she's still on the payroll, I don't necessarily know if I'm buying her side of the story. Also, though, Randall cheated on Lala. So I'm wondering, is this payback? Why are we talking about this now? Unless she feels comfortable enough to come out, 8 months later and talk about it, which that could be the case. Maybe she didn't feel like she was in a safe space to share this story. I was reading Twitter and social media and going down the rabbit hole, and some people are calling her a liar. Some people are saying, no, we could absolutely see this happening, especially if he was cheating on her. He would have done anything to make sure that she didn't get her hands on his phone. This is where you guys come in. Guys, I have a lot of questions for you. I have a lot of questions to which I need a lot of answers. So go ahead and comment below. What are your thoughts on this? Now that it's coming out right before filming Vanderpump Rules season 10, I'm sure she's going to talk about it on the show. A lot of the stuff that's making it into the press right before the show just gives the cast more and more content. She could even I could see her bonding with Sheena and being like, the reason I didn't want you with someone like Brock was because I went through something similar, or you never know what's going to happen. They all some people plant stories in the press in order to give a storyline. This is not new news in the Bravo world. So go ahead and comment below. What are your thoughts? Who do you think's telling the truth here? Because they both have 2 totally different stories. Here we go. Back down the rabbit hole. Guys, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, we'll see you next time. Don't forget to catch the replay of our Real Housewives of Beverly Hills recap with So Bad It's Good with Ryan Bailey. And then, of course, we have other pre-records coming your way. Next week's my birthday, but today it's Ayoko's, so happy birthday, Ayoko. Bye, guys. Love you.